Hi. So basically the situation is I have a lot of long-term projects that I have been working on that you guys are going to see them eventually, but they're still on the back burner. I've been consistently working on them, but I haven't been getting videos out, and I want to do that. I want to get in front of this camera. It's intimidating me. It's like a giant glass eye that's searching directly into my soul to pull the content from my lips, and I don't like it, but I want to like it. I want to like it. What I mean to say is, I want to make more stuff for the beautiful, wonderful people like yourself. So here's the plan, folks. I am going to do an art challenge. Really not so much of an art challenge as a video challenge, but we'll see. I have gathered years worth of sketchbooks and journals with a bunch of different doodles and characters inside of it that I've never ever used beyond the confines of these bound pages, and I will be recreating them now. And there's a few of them in there that I think deserve a second chance at life. A few original characters that, could exist beyond merely a doodle, a scribble on a page. It could be a doodle or a scribble on a different page, a more recent page. And that's why we're doing this. And so, for every day of the month of December, I will be posting a video of a new drawing of an old character. This is dumb. Is this going to be challenging? Absolutely. Is this going to be fun? Definitely. Am I going to go insane? Probably. But what is the but? I don't know. That's all I really have for this intro here. I'm going to be making videos about drawing characters. They're going to be quick. They're going to have various degrees of quality happening within them. Various. But it's going to be a fun time. It's going to keep me busy. I'm going to be able to get back into the swing of making content for you guys, and bada bing, bada boom, squadala, and we're off. Here's the first character. Oh yeah, since it's like a new drawing challenge, we gotta call it something stupid like, the original OCember. OCember. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Alright, here's the sitch, folks. Found this sketch of a soldier guy in a journal from 2018. I saw him and I said, hey, cool pose, cool hat. You deserve to be drawn, my friend. And so I did. The first thing I noticed was, of course, the cool pose and the cool hat. But also, on the far left, we have his head, and he looks like Mr. Mint from Candyland. Second thing I noticed, he looks like a castle guard from Zelda, so I made him a knight. And since he looks like Mr. Mint and he looks like a knight, he can be a Candyland knight. So when you make a Candyland character, of course, you gotta pick a candy for them to be based off of, and I figure, I just can't have a Mr. Mint ripoff. And then I once again looked at the cool hat, and I said, hey, that looks a bit like a strawberry. And then I realized, oh dang, what if he is the character that represents those strawberry hard candies with like the gooey filling that you find at like grandma's house when there's not Werther's Originals? There's the strawberry candy. You know the ones. The strawberry reminded me of strawberry shortcake too, so I put some design elements of strawberry shortcake like the stockings and the bloomers and the cheeks. So once I slapped them all together, it looked something like this. But then I thought, what if buff? What if make strong? Boom. And I just stumbled into peak character design. Oopsie, my bad. Actually, my good. This is great. What a wild success. On this sketch, I made the cheeks fuller, I made him stronger, obviously, I made the armor very pink, I made these little, I don't know, is it like Gamberson cloth or something like that? Like cloth armor, I made that like a dark green. That gets changed a little bit later. I gave him fancy boots. I don't know why I gave him fancy boots, but I gave him fancy boots. There he is, with the fancy boots on. And then came the question of the weapon. So in the original sketch, he has a spear that he's holding in a way that no one has ever held a spear before, as he's charging up with his knee in the air. I don't know, maybe he's marching in a, in the fashion that like a drum major might in a parade. That's not the direction I wanted to go with this one. And so I tried to make the spear into something that looked a bit like a strawberry, but I wasn't feeling it. And so I took a look at my source material, at the strawberry hard candy, and I said, hard candy. Hard candy. What's the hardest weapon? And it was, of course, the mace. So with the mace, I made it look exactly like a wrapped strawberry hard candy, except the seeds on the wrapper are now spikes. But then I took it one step further and I'm like, hey, wait a second, if you have a mace, why not just go and make it into a flail and make it automatically better and cooler in every way? And so I made it into a flail and made it automatically cooler and better in every way. I moved on to the pencil sketch for this one, and then I slapped on some inks, and you're going to notice a few changes between these inks and the final drawing. Mostly because when I started the markers and the colors for this one, I was coloring in things like the bandages on the arms and the gambersand cloth and everything. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I was using too many greens, too many kinds of greens. I was using like lime greens. I was using dark like jungle greens. I was also using like this very cool mint green that, reminded me of strawberry shortcake. That's why I kind of put it in there with the stockings and everything you'll see. And something saved my life. Because it looked awful. Hi, PSA to all traditional artists out there working with markers. So I thought I absolutely ruined this illustration here, but it turns out if you got some of this stuff, some matte acrylic, get down on a brush, just go wild with it, man. It turns out great. You're about to see it. That's right, folks. Matte acrylic white paint covers a multitude of sins. Please use it in your marker illustrations, because when you use it in conjunction with water-based markers and a wet paintbrush, you get something like this. And this looks so much better. I probably should have taken a picture of the original because it looked really bad in comparison to this, and it would have been fun to have like a little before and after situation. But you know what? The first impression can be the best impression, and that's always fine too. The bandages on his biceps are gone, and now it's just his, bare, bulky biceps, which makes him appear so much stronger. The green is more consistent throughout, and it's got that nice dimensionality even with the stripes. I kind of went overboard with the poofy cotton bloomer pants situations, but you know what? It's not strawberry, it's not candy, but it fits. Overall, I am honestly incredibly proud of this because going through the process of making this thing helps me to reaffirm that, hey, I really enjoy illustration and I am good at it. So that was nice. A nice prelude to the rest of this month where probably a bunch of these are going to be quite rushed. So something that is very high quality at the beginning that I'm really proud of. It's a good way to set the scene for whatever else is going to come in OCember. What a dumb name. I'm stuck with it now, though. Anyway, this guy's name is Strongberry. He's Knight under King Candy. He's had a long and storied campaign in the Lollipop Forest, fighting off lollipop ghouls. They exist. Don't worry about it. And I just decided this now. He got close to King Candy and he's in his royal cabinet or whatever. And he discovered that the campaign in the Lollipop Forest is corrupt, and then he commits regicide. He kills King Candy. For good, of course. Anyway, this has been super fun. I am really excited to see where this whole experiment goes this month. And I will see you guys tomorrow with another episode of OCember characters, original characters by me. Later, man.